Coming up on the Racer X Motocross show, we chat with former world champion Grant Langston about his struggles this year, privateer Scott champion, and we take a lap around the track with Josh Grant. All that and more from Budds Creek. Welcome to the Racer X Motocross show. We're here at Budds Creek. I'm Erin Normoyle. This is Steve Mathis. It's hot, it's sunny, it's humid, and so far, no rain in sight.
No, you're exactly right, Erin. Before we get too far into this, I think this should probably be appropriately titled Beauty and the Beast Part 2. But you're exactly right. It's a beautiful day, unlike last year when the rains came. Everybody likes Budds Creek. It's always a favorite. The soil is good, the track is tilled up, and like Erin said, it's great here.
Now, earlier today, we got a chance to catch up with Grant Langston about life on the road and life as a privateer. Let's go check in with him now.
Well, we stayed back in Morgantown after Mount Morris, and we actually had Kerry Joe Coombs come and pick us up from the Racer X headquarters and went out to the lake where we had a blast, where a bunch of us got to hang out, and had a couple quiet ones by the lakeside there, and actually rode at a couple of the tracks around town. Went and visited my good friend Brock Sillards, and went and rode at Chad Sanders' place. And it was cool staying back east. You know, I stayed back with Lee, just giving him a bit of a hand. I didn't want him, he stresses out, and you know, being the bus driver, team manager, mechanic, engine builder, coordinator, I didn't want him to be overwhelmed, because I knew it would be a lot on his plate, and so we just try to split the chores a little bit and at least help out and just get things coordinated, because you know, we kind of rushed to get out here, and so we had to get stuff shipped in, and that's partly why we wanted to stay outside Racer X. We had an address to get stuff sent to, so we're a little more organized this week, and that's why I'm saying I think each week it'll get better. And with all the races back to back, and this being our home race vehicle, and you know, my bike is my practice bike, race bike, test bike, whatever, it's all in one. So stuff gets worn out quicker, so we also got to keep rotating, and hopefully with that weekend off after, I believe, Colorado, give us a chance to, you know, really sort of stock up and be prepared for when we're back on the road again. And you live and learn. You know, this is a new experience for all of us as well. So we're learning each week, and we're fortunate to have good people behind us. You know, Yamaha, FMF, Langston Motorsports, Cycra. You know, we've had a lot of people, you know, as well. O'Neill. You know, everyone's sort of been bending over backwards to help us out, and it's made life a lot easier. And you know, keeps a smile on my face and keeps me going, and I enjoy this. So I love it.
Thanks, TL. Now, if you'd like to see more of that interview, make sure to check out Racer X Films later in the week. Now, let's talk about 450s here for a second. How about Ryan Dungey winning the last 4 races? What do you think it's going to take for him to keep that points lead?
Well, you're exactly right. He's on an incredible roll right now, and something has to happen or it's going to be a long year for the rest of the field. Dungey has simply checked out the last 4 motos. Chad Reed needs to rebound from a disastrous high point. Josh Grant, one good moto, one bad moto. He needs to make something happen, and he was flying here last year. So I would look for Reed and Grant to rebound from those weekends off.
Now let's talk about Mike Alessi. We have seen less than typical Mike Alessi performance in the past few weeks.
Yeah, we have, exactly. And I just spoke to Mike, actually. He hasn't ridden all week. He's been relaxing. He's getting some tests done, and you're absolutely right. What we've seen from Mike hasn't been what we're used to seeing from Mike. And he's looking strong, and I think they're actually going riding today, Friday afternoon, to warm up, test the bike, and get into it.
Hey, Brett, we're going to have a meeting in an hour. Are you going to be able to make it, or are you got a lot to do?
Yeah, no problem. I can make that, yeah.
What, was that your High Point trophy?
Oh, yeah, that's the first 450 podium right there.
Yeah. Man, I can't imagine. It's got to feel good to be up on a podium with this thing. Yeah. All right. Man, that is pretty cool. Pretty good feeling, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Thanks. Congrats.
Well, since factory Yamaha, I've just been riding Aaron's bike since I haven't had a bike. I went to Australia, did some supercrosses down there. Went to Germany, just trying to stay busy, because I didn't have a ride for the supercross, and you know, just had to sit in the stands for the whole West Coast Supercross series, and then just been training really hard, getting ready for the outdoors, and that was our focus this year. Just got some help from some friends, and we kind of wanted to start my own little thing, and that's what we've been doing, just training and getting ready for the great outdoors. We had a motorhome with some friends, and that fell through this last week, and it's been a rough couple weeks, but I can't thank the people who we've met and helped us out enough, because we were pretty much stranded, and this community, if you reach out, we got a place to stay. We got, a rig to take my bikes to the races now, and just with parts and everything, that everybody's been really helpful to me, and I just want to thank everybody for everything they've done for us.
There's a quick glimpse into life as a privateer traveling on the American motocross circuit. Now let's talk about 250s. Tyler Rattray definitely had an impressive performance last weekend. It seems like now he might finally be getting used to the American motocross circuit.
Yeah, quietly, Rattray is coming on the last 2 races, including an overall win last week. He's been the real deal. He's second in points. He needs a contract for next year. I spoke to him last week. He wants to stay in America. He's chasing his teammate Chris Purcell, who quietly also has over a moto lead already, but hasn't been as dominant as what we've all thought he could be. Dean Wilson in third. So great job once again, PC, 1, 2, 3 in the points.
Now what about the Geico guys? They've kind of been hit or miss all year. Barsha won a moto to Tomac. Less than impressive performance last weekend after a fantastic performance in Texas.
Yeah, no, exactly. The Geico guys probably aren't pumped on where they are in the season, but they're coming around. Tomac has been great. Trey Kennard, being trained by the Tim Ferry, has been up and down, some crashes, but certainly shown speed. Barsha, I spoke to Ryan Villapoto this week, and he said it's another deal. Last year he was the sensation coming in only outdoors, but he said, Villapoto told me it's another deal when you have to ride a whole season, and perhaps the whole season is catching up to Barsha because he's been hot and cold. It's been a long year for the kid, folks. Let's not forget he's really in his first full year.
All right, guys, how about we go take a lap on the track with the helmet cam and Josh Grant. Lots of fun stuff going on this weekend. The weather's great, lots of action in the pits, and there's going to be great racing.
Yeah, I highly suggest if you're in the Waldorf area of Maryland, you come down tomorrow and check it out. Promoter Jonathan Beasley always tries his hardest to put on the best show he can, and right over there is a snow cone shack that is unbelievable.
Don't forget to check out the live motos on allysports.com. For all other action, check out Speed TV, and be sure to check out the Racer X Motocross Show. For Steve Mathis, I'm Erin Normoyle. Thanks for watching.